Hey, all right, so I'm just doing like a selfie right now, but I'm gonna try to show you guys an update of my planner, but I'm not gonna keep the camera like this the whole time. I'm gonna like Jimmy rig it, I think, using my baker's rack. So I don't even know where to look right here. But I'll show you real quick what I want to do. I don't know what, yeah, let's try this. Okay, so this might work. I basically have this on my baker's rack. So hopefully this works to show you guys an update on my planner. So last summer I told you guys that I was going to start using the big happy planner for BSF, and I just kind of wanted to touch base and let you guys know how that ended up going. So I started off doing BSF virtual and it worked out pretty well. This is how I ended up using my planner. So I have my notes and my questions for my lessons right here. And then I also have the daily dive, which is available with BSF's website, and also a deeper dive again on the website. So they always talk about an attribute of God and a basic truth of Christian faith every week. And then this is kind of just where you can go a little bit deeper into what you just studied. And it's also really helpful if you're talking to anybody else, or if you're like leading your own study. This has always been really, really helpful. So if you watched the last video, you'll see I use this Create 365 Happy Planner hole punch to punch out my lessons and to put it in my book. But I just want to kind of show you what I did with the rest of it. And let me take the lesson out to make it a little easier to see. So this is kind of what my week ended up looking like. I still use this whole little snapshot of the week. So it had little things like what you're loving this week, what you're thankful for, what you're thinking about going, wearing, excited for. So this was September, the first week of September. So I was loving Nitro Cold Brew. I was thankful for a new BSF year. I was thinking of my Halloween costume. I just thought I heard my doorbell. I was going to a Grease sing-along with some friends. I was wearing my new $10 dress. I was pretty excited about getting the $10 dress. And I was excited for a trip to Illinois that we were looking forward to. So I still kind of do this snapshot of the week. And then this little guy, these are little stickers that you can add. One side is sticky, but then it opens up and there's a flap. So some of them work really well. For what I'm using it for is a prayer list. So these are different prayer requests ladies in my group had, and I could kind of put them in here, and it keeps it private. So I like that idea. So what I ended up doing was I put some washi up here on the top, and this is what I'm reading each day. So I was reading a book called Be the Bridge by Latasha Morrison. So that's actually on there. I was reading chapters 2 through 4 that week for a book club I was in. But then this is what I was reading with BSF. So I put the verses down. And then my group met, the virtual group I was part of met at 6 a.m. on Saturday mornings virtually. Now, in a minute, you'll know I'm actually getting ready to start a new group today. But, and then here was just kind of a little like how my day went, or what I saw from the study. Then this is from the lectionary. So you may have remember from my last video that I used the liturgical planner from Sacred Ordinary Days. But on top of that, I also use an app which goes through the lectionary and also has a prayer, like a common prayer. So this was the lectionary. This is just some stickers I added. And then down here is the memory verse. Every week for BSF, there's a memory verse. I'd write out the memory verse. This was the attribute of God. So this week we learned about him being all powerful or omnipotent. So I kind of wrote out the main points from that basic attribute of God. Well, not the basic attribute, the attribute of God. And then there's a basic truth. So the basic truth that week was, what is the purpose of my life? And then I wrote out the answer. And this prayer is from the lectionary, the common prayer. So I wrote out the prayer. So that's kind of the layout of my week. And then of course, in the middle of it all is the lesson for the week that I'm doing. So the notes and the questions that I'm working on. So this system's been working really well for me. I did do a virtual group, but I'm switching. We just moved to Phoenix, from Tempe to Phoenix, so not very far. And I found a local group to join. So I'm going to be going to that. And tonight is actually my first night at that group. And so I'm actually starting, and of course it's a new year, 2020 just started. So I'm kind of have a little bit of a not a reset, but some new things I'm doing. So this is January. This is something I'm trying that's new, and I don't know, maybe I'll hate it, but I went ahead and printed off the PDF for Sacred Ordinary Days Planner, and it's actually going backwards. So this is Epiphany just started, the season of ordinary time. I just put some colorful washi tape down. Green is the traditional liturgical color that goes with Epiphany. So I just did some like green and gold washi tape. And then this is the daily schedule planner type thing that goes with Sacred Ordinary Days. So, and then there's a weekly examine to do. And so it's actually going backwards. So this is the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. And I have it going through, I just printed a couple months off because I don't know if I'm going to like it this way. Actually, I only printed through January. So I also did print off the information on, here's the liturgical calendar, the wheel calendar. And then I did some information on the rule of life and a yearly examine, and then kind of the overall liturgical year A calendar. So I have that going backwards this way, and then going this way is BSF. So like I said, I'm gonna try it. We'll see if I like it or not. I didn't print off very much, so if I want, I can always print it differently. And then this year my church is doing the Daniel fast, so I just took our little handout from church and I hole punched it and I was able to stick it right in there for January. And then I'm getting my pages ready for this week. So this is actually not this week. I took the pages out because I'm working on them. So here is kind of my blank, the way I set it up. So nothing's on here yet because we've had a break on BSF and because I'm starting with a new class. I want to be sure that I'm matched up with the week that they're on. I did the study for, I think it was study 14. Let me look. Yeah, right here. So I did week 14's lesson. Well, not the week. Yeah, week 14's lesson. It's somewhere. I just want to make sure that I'm matched up to where they are and that I'm not off since it's a new group before, oh, here it is, before I write anything down. So here's the notes from week 13, and then, which you may not be able to see, and then the lesson that I hope we're discussing tonight, which is lesson 14. And then if I'm right, we'll be doing this one next week. So we'll be doing lesson 15's questions next week. I want to wait before I write anything down because I hate to write everything down and find out that I'm wrong. So I have it kind of ready to go. So up here, I have BSF tonight, and then I'm going to write out the verses that I'll read each week. We have 5 days, so I'll read Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, ideally. And then again, kind of a snapshot of what I saw that day, stuff from the lectionary, the memory verse, what the attribute of God is, the basic truth, and then the prayer. So this is kind of this, and then here's where I'll put prayer requests, a snapshot of the week. So this is kind of the bones to my week. And after tonight's BSF, we'll kind of have a better idea if I'm lined up where they are. But yeah, that's basically how I've been using this. It's been working out pretty well. I will say I had a hard time with the virtual group. I'm more of like an in-person type of person. So, oh, there's my dog. So I'm excited to be in an actual group. Hey, buddy. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a update on how my how my planner use has been going, and using the Big Happy Planner for BSF has really been really helpful for me. So it's worked out well.